Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for coming, and sincere apology for the delay. We had back-to-back event today, so it's a kind of overshoot because of when academics start talking, you probably know they got excited sometimes. So it's very hard to keep them in check. So apology for that. So we started about 25 minutes late, but eventually we will try to finish by 7:30. We'll try to get all the message across before that. So first of all, thank you for coming. This is the follow-up that we are doing from the open day that we had last week. In case we want you all to meet the future so-called prospective professors, who basically will end up teaching you all in the program. So let me just do a quick introductions of the professors, and then I will do introductions of the college before I pass it to Dr. Mustafa, who is the program coordinator of the master's program, and then Dr. Shirazi here is the program coordinator for PhD program. So this is Prof. Shirazi. Okay, he's from Pakistan. All right, been here for many years. I think 8 years, Professor.
No, 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. All right. So I think you can Google. You can probably see that his list of publication is probably more than few pages. So expert in social finance and also sustainability, circular economy, development economics. All right, and currently he's the coordinator for PhD. Then we have Professor Mustafa. He will be teaching courses which is related to behavioral finance, Islamic banking. So Prof. Mustafa is also one of the scholars who have published a lot. You can see his citation index and everything. So we are proud to have people that who have accomplished in their own field. And then you probably have heard Prof. Azim presentation shortly. He was the last one to present. So Prof. Azim is our Sharia expert, Sharia scholar. So he's basically be taking all the Sharia classes. So I know Prof for a very long time because he used to work in Malaysia. That's how I got acquainted with Prof. Azim. He was young back then, but now he still look young, with energy and so on and so forth. But Alhamdulillah that, and the good thing about Prof. Abdul Azim is that not only he have academic experience, but he also have worked in industry for quite a number of years. So you can actually see that, his view about both industries and academic too. Okay, and then we have Professor Dr. Dalal, the only, I would say, woman in the department and in fact in the college for now. All right. So Prof. Dalal also coming from industry experience. She was working with ILM for 5 years, liquidity management. If you are not familiar, this is one of the institutions that were established for Islamic finance. Before joining academia, I believe that she's been here for 7 years now, Prof. 6 years also. All right, so 6 years. So Dr. Dalal will be teaching mainly on sustainability and finance courses, okay, related courses, and also sustainability related courses. And then we have our visiting professor, Dr. Adam. He's Adam Shishani, right? Because he's from Chechen, right? Although his actual name is different, but we all know him as Adam Shishani. He's been, although he's a visiting, but he's been with us almost 2.5 years, 3 years now. We came almost together. I came in October, he came in December, so it's easy to count how long both of us we've been here. And I also know Dr. Adam for a very long time as well, for more than 11 years, because he did his PhD at INSEF where I was working back then. So the point is that it's a close circle. We all know each other even before we came here, because that's to reflect that the industry is still growing. The field is still growing, and we want to build more experts in this particular field. So that's the quick introductions. The only person which is missing today is Professor Aisan. He was here, right? He's a professor in economics. He was here, but he has to go with the delegates from Turkey to bring them for dinners and everything. So he sent his regard and sincere apology that he was not able to join this meeting. So in total, we have 7 of us who will be taking courses at the master's level and also at the PhD level. So some of us, will be sharing some courses. Some of us will be taking PhD courses and master's courses and so on and so forth. So you can basically see that 7 of us will be handling most of the stuff within the college. So, but my job is to introduce the college to you, because I'm also the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, and at the same time, I'm also a faculty in Islamic Finance. So let me do a quick introductions before I pass it to Dr. Mustafa. All right. For those who have attended the open session, this may sound repetitive. My sincere apology, because I see some familiar face. I guess you came last week, all right? And we also have some our current students, so you can talk to them after this how you feel like studying at CIS. So it'll be good, way to learn about your future experience here, inshallah. So in our program, we have three. We have graduate certificate in Islamic finance, we have master's in Islamic finance, and we have a PhD in Islamic finance, in addition of all the other programs that we have within the college. So I will do the scholarship briefing as well, and I also will do the admissions because my office is responsible for both of them. Okay, all right. So in addition to the 3 programs that offered by our so-called department, we have another 7 programs that currently be offered. So why we are mentioning this? Because in our program in MSc, there's one subject that what we call as an open elective. Okay, so meaning that you can actually choose any course that you like for other programs. Okay, you can also take that particular open elective. Maybe you can do internship, do like a consultancy project and so on and so forth. So the point I'm trying to make here is that there's one subject that we try to make it flexible so that you can also experience courses from other programs. Okay, not only within the college. If you allow by the program coordinator, you can also take one subject from a different college as well. For example, you like data science and you want to go to College of Engineering. So that is completely up to you. So the point is that we are flexible. We prefer our students to remain in our college. So you can actually have an experience to take courses from other programs, whichever that you feel relevant to your thesis and subject to the approval of the program coordinators. So we have architecture, we have ethics, we have global affairs, and recently we have introduced psychology. So in total, we have about 5 to 6 domains of knowledge, which is within the umbrella of Islamic studies. Okay, but we are the biggest. Okay, Islamic finance in terms of populations, the number of students, we are the biggest. Okay, PhD and masters together, roughly we contribute about 70 students. So that is probably about 1/3 of the total number of students within the college. So sizable population is at the PhD, and then and another 40 students are probably at the master's level. So every intake, we take about 20 students for masters, and we take about 4 to 5 students for PhD. The detail, I think Dr. Mustafa and Prof. Shirazi will provide in detail. So this is just to share with you some of the areas which are relevant to Islamic finance, and also basically other unit as well. For example, we do research on food security. Dr. Dalal, for example, he's currently working on a big research on food security. So just to let you know that Islamic finance is not just about banking, capital market, and so on and so forth. So we also do topics which is related to humanity, refugee financing, secular economy. Dr. Mustafa has a very interesting research topic he's doing on mental health, which is related to behavioral finance. So don't think that coming to our program is just the learning about Islamic banking product, capital market product, and so on and so forth. So you learn the basic, but you also learn the knowledge that more relevant today in the context of developing the society and humanity as well. So these are some of the things that we do, so which is quite related to us. And today we just had a session on AI, which is again gonna be a very interesting discussion. So the last slide which I have, probably the second last slide, is that these are where our faculty come from, not only Islamic finance, but in total. The reason why we like to show you this is because just to give you 2 points. Number one is that we are combining people from Islamic education and also Western educations. That's number one. Second is that we also have people who graduated from top universities. So not all people that graduated top university are working in Western world. Some of them are also working in this part of the world. So it means that the quality of education that we're offering by our faculty should be up to the standard as well. That's also very important. And at the PhD level, you probably know that majority of our professors are publishing in top journals. So you can Google them. You can see them, their quality of the publication, and then you can decide whether these people are good enough to become your supervisors or not, right? Because end of the day, PhD is about research and it's about publication, and this is where you should be aiming in terms of, disseminating the knowledge that you actually have created. Okay, I think, all right. this one, just to let you know, our college, apart from the academic program, we also have Minaratin Center, our community engagement arm, where we do a lot of events in terms of disseminating dakwah and everything for the Qatar community. We also have Quranic Botanic Gardens. It's also under CIS. We have two sub-program. One is Digital Sirah, Walk with Muhammad. This is about, representation of the life of Prophet Muhammad, but in the digital format, just to educate young people, very young people, like, below 10 and so on and so forth, so that they can actually learn about our Prophet life. And we also have Makers Majlis for the youth, in terms of, developing the faith of the youth, especially in Qatar. Okay, so I think the most important thing, what will happen to you once you graduate from our university, you become our alumni, right? And you will join this club. And fortunately, we have some big names in our alumni, and these are some of the big names. And the most notable one that everybody knows is Sheikha Moza, is also graduated from our college. She basically did Islam and Global Affairs. And she came to all classes, right? And she was very punctual as well. And then she does all the homework. So the point is that if the Queen can do all this, I'm sure, that you all can do, do it as well. So she committed to the college and to the program, and I'm sure with that dedication, you all can also be successful as well. Okay. A bit of bragging rights of our publication, but this is not complete, this is not exhaustive. We don't have enough space to put in everything. I can tell you it's much more than this. Today we had a research day. Apparently HBKU have published total of close to 7,000 papers in Scopus. 6,800 in Scopus. For young university, I think that is a remarkable achievement. And inshallah, with the people that they are bringing to the university, I'm sure that they can do better in the future as well. And some of the publication, to be honest with you, are also co-authored with the students, so that it reflection the quality of the work that sometimes we're able to achieve when you combine your energy between yourself and also the faculty member. So I think you are more interested about the program. So I already introduced the college. These are some of the partner institutions that are working together with the college. So I believe that you know a little bit about the strength of CIS. CIS is one of the 6 colleges that exist within HBKU. We have Engineering, College of Health and Life Sciences, we have College of Public Policy, College of Law, and also we have College of Humanities. So these are the 6 colleges within the university, and we also have other branch campuses as well. Okay, I think I've done my job. Sorry if I rush a bit. Right? Because I'm trying to give more time to the 2 most important people who will be talking about the program. And at the same time, I've been talking about this too many times, so it's like in the short memory that I have. I'm sure you probably studied this thing in behavioral finance. Human beings have got 2 memory, the long memory and the short memory. Once you start doing it very often, it's in your short memory, so it become very fast. This is one of the famous contribution of Daniel Kahneman. Dr. Mustafa is an expert in behavioral finance, so he can tell you more. So my apology for that. But let me finish by saying this. 2 most important things. Number 1 is regarding scholarship. Okay, I think this is something that you all have to know. I don't have to talk about international students because the application of international students is closed. But if you're planning to apply next year as an international student, generally, I cannot tell you what is the current structure because the university is revising the structure. Generally, international students are fully funded. Okay, it means that you get the fees and also you get the stipends and also you get the housing. Okay, you can ask the 2 international students who are with us, Karim and also Musa, right? So you get everything. Okay, but the bad news is that for PhD, let's say we give 2 seats, but the application is more than 200. Sometimes we close to 300. So we have to choose 2 people out of 300. You see the point? Right. The same thing for masters. We have to choose 6 people out of 300. All right. So you must have show something in your application that attract the interest of the people who evaluate. So who evaluate are these people. All right. All right. So you have to ask them like, what exactly they are looking for. Okay. So because I'm the associate dean, I don't evaluate, because eventually I have to do for all the programs, right? So they all evaluate. So you need to write a good personal statement, or you have to do something to make your so-called application a bit more attractive. So it's very competitive. We choose the best, and we're trying to bring the best, not only in terms of CGPA, but also in terms of what they can do after their PhD. Okay, so it's not just you have a good grades and you're gonna come. No, you also have to perform during interview. That means you must take your interview seriously as well. I just give one example. Some people, they don't even want to switch on the video. They are not like taking it seriously. You get the point, like. So because even to be shortlisted for interview is a big achievement. Imagine out of 300 people, they select, let's say, 20 people. It's a big achievement, right? So and then you are not committed to the interview. So it doesn't really ring a good, okay, so we want committed people. Okay, that is for international. PhD, the same. You get 100% fee, you get stipends, you get tickets, and also you get housing. Okay. Now the beauty is that you can also bring your family as well. Okay, because we have make it flexible now. You can bring your family too, but you are responsible for your family. We don't give you anything extra just because you have a family. You get the point, all right? But you should remember it's only for one kid. If you have two kids and 3 kids, then it's become complicated because the housing doesn't have. Okay, so let me not deliberate that into too detail. But I'm just saying that we are now quite flexible when it comes to family. But the university is revising the scholarship criteria. This year is going to be brand new criteria, but we are not sure what going to be the criteria. But the university guarantee the criteria would not be that worse or that better. More or less, it will be different, but they are trying to give you almost whatever that you are getting right now. Okay, but in a different format. Okay, example, you can stay outside the university. You can stay on your own, but we give you the money for housing, for example. There are some changes are taking place, but I cannot provide you the detail because it hasn't been finalized yet. For local, what is the scholarship? For local, right now, our scholarship covers 50% of the fee. That's it. Okay, so whether you're going to remain 50% or you're going to go up to 75%, we are not sure. Okay, but you will get some form of support. Is that clear? Alright, you will get some form of support. And that's the only support that you're going to get if you come as a local or a Qatari student. So we don't discriminate between a citizen and a non-citizen. You're still going to get the same amount of scholarship. Okay? Sometimes we give up to 75%, case by case basis. Okay, we are not sure how much that you can get because it depends on budget availability and so on and so forth. But so far, minimum we are giving our student is about 50% of the fee, meaning that the master program is 72,000. You only have to pay 36,000. Okay, and this year we got some good news, which means what were the good news? Awqaf has contributed the remaining 36,000 for some of the first year students. So that means they pay zero. Okay, and they still got the masters from HBKU. So the point I'm trying to make here is that we do our best to support the students. What we want is that the students do their best to come into the program and committed to the course of knowledge, because we all have situation where some students, they are so committed to come, but when they come here, they take it very easy. You see the point or not? Remember, we are investing in you. Okay, we are investing, so we want serious students. We don't want people just to come here because they're getting money, stipend, they're going to have a good life and everything. We don't want that kind of student. We want people who are committed because this is a serious business. Islamic finance is very serious. We are only 4% of the global economy. The world economy is much bigger than that. So everyone keeps saying that why JP Morgan is so big, Morgan Stanley is so big, BlackRock is so big, Vanguard is so big, because they produce talent that can build institutions that big. You get the point? People are the one who build institution. Without people, there's no institution. So if you want to build a bigger institution, we need to build bigger people too. So, and bigger people start with knowledge. So that's why we are very serious about this. Although some students are just think that this is just a fun thing, come get a master's degree and so on and so forth. But we are not like that. So that's it from me. I've already given the scholarship criteria. Last point before I pass it to Dr. Shirazi is that the admission criteria, personal statement is very important. Personal statement is very important. Okay. Transcript is very important. Okay. And you can have a copy of a transcript, but sometimes the admission will require the transcript from the original university. Okay, so you have to ask the original university to email the transcript to admission. Okay, so just be prepared for it. So it's also very important. Referee recommendation from 2 people is also very important. So you need to get at least referee from 2 people is also very important. Can you come in without IELTS? The answer is yes, but you must prove to us that you have studied some courses or your program in English. Okay, but even that, the university might ask you to take IELTS if they are not happy. Okay, so not necessary that this IELTS is just a blanket rule. Okay, GRE or GMAT is not required, but if you have it, it's going to be an advantage. Okay, all right. So this is a simple admission criteria. Focus on the personal statement, especially for those who wanted scholarship, because sometimes personal statement who going to make a lot of difference. Some students now, can you see how disappointed we are? They use ChatGPT. They even forget to delete, the whatever they command they put in ChatGPT. So, whatever they generated, they just cut and paste. I mean, you even have proof that you are unethical even before coming to the program, and you want to do Islamic finance, and the Professor Azim is keep harping what is Sharia, what is not Sharia. He just spoke about what AI can do, and then we get students who submit a personal statement literally written by ChatGPT. You can rephrase, you can ask ChatGPT to rewrite, that's okay, but if you just cut and paste, so make it customized, make it personal. Sometimes we take students from Syria. Why? Maybe the student, not necessarily that, she's the best or he the best student, but sometimes we feel that this person can contribute further to the development of a new country like Syria, Lebanon, because to build a country, you have to build institutions. All right. People always ask me, because I'm from Malaysia, right? I'm not proud of but they always ask me how Malaysia inflation is very low. Our inflation never exceed 3%. Right? The highest event during COVID is about then. Now is very low, 2% or something. Right? So we are one of the Muslim country who managed to maintain inflation. Right? I always tell them we might have a corrupt leaders, but the good thing about Malaysia is that we have a good central bank and a good security commission. And they are the smart people. I think Professor worked in Malaysia for many years. He can actually watch for you. So the point is, if you have good people, good institution, you can actually do better things. That's exactly my point. All right. Sorry to give my own country an example, but I just want to tell you how important institution is. Okay. With that, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum. Right. Can I be excused?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I have to go. Thank you so much. But the professors will take over.
All right. Assalamualaikum. So I am Mustafa Disli. I am the coordinator of the Master in Islamic Finance program. As Prof. Iskandar mentioned, my main area of specialization is Islamic banking and any kind of intermediation from that regard. Now, okay, there is a video, right? Mona? Ah, perfect.
Welcome to the Master of Science program in Islamic Finance at the College of Islamic Studies, Hamad bin Khalifa University. In this program, we offer a comprehensive education that combines practical industry expertise and academic rigor in both Islamic and conventional finance. Through a multidisciplinary approach, our program provides you with a deep understanding of core subjects while allowing you to specialize in areas such as Islamic finance and sustainable finance.
At the College of Islamic Studies, we believe in the practical application of knowledge through student projects, workshops, and industry visits. Our students gain hands-on experience, ensuring they are prepared to make a real impact in the business and financial sectors.
Our program embraces a mixed philosophy, drawing guidance from Sharia principles alongside scientific knowledge, present-day economics, and cutting-edge financial technologies. This unique approach allows you to develop a well-rounded perspective and propose enhanced or alternative models in the financial industry. We take pride in being one of the leading specialized Islamic finance programs globally. Our focus on both the theoretical understanding and the practical application empowers our students to seize global opportunities and excel in the world of business and finance.
Our faculty members are not just academics, they are actively involved in leading financial scholarship and maintaining strong partnership with the industry and government entities. These connections ensure that our program stays relevant to the ever-evolving financial landscape.
With approximately 25% of local banking activity attributed to Islamic banking in Qatar, our program provides a comprehensive understanding of the practical business applications of Sharia principles. Join us at the College of Islamic Studies, Hamad bin Khalifa University, and become part of a dynamic community that is shaping the future of Islamic finance.
So actually, this is also the first time that I see this video, so it was a surprise for me as well. Oh. Okay. So what about the Master in Islamic Finance? I think the Master in Islamic Finance is the flagship program of the college and probably also of the entire university. And I will not exaggerate by saying the following. The program is globally known. There are not many Islamic finance programs, especially in this part of the world. But go to Malaysia, go to Indonesia, you will notice they will know us. So it's a brand. It has a global brand. We also have a comprehensive curriculum. So it's a 36 credit degree program, and it has a comprehensive curriculum. So it has some essential courses, and those are Islamic financial contracts, Islamic banking and financial markets, Islamic corporate finance and financial engineering, and research methods. Now, beside that, what we also do is we have 2 concentrations. So students can choose one of the 2 concentrations depending on their interest and their needs. One of the concentrations is the Islamic finance concentration, 2 courses, Islamic asset funds and portfolio management, analysis of financial statements with applications to Islamic banks. And another concentration is the sustainable finance track or concentration, sustainable finance and impact investing, Islamic economics and sustainable development. What we also do is the following. We have a unique choice set of electives. We try to activate most of them. And for example, behavioral Islamic economics and finance, fintech and its applications in Islamic finance. Those are like unique courses. I don't think you will find them anywhere in the world. So we try to be contemporary with our course offerings as well. And this is subject to change. Like over 5 years, it might be something else that is more relevant. And then we will also try to be, a forerunner in that as well. We will also, from next academic year onward, we will also offer internship possibility. Having this option is important for the students, and independent studies, which is, how should you read this? Probably this will be assignments given by the companies themselves, but where the student does not have to be necessarily on the site. So we will be also offering that. And then to conclude, there is this thesis which contains 9 credits. We also are very supportive of our students in such a way that they are able to publish their thesis in journals, which is important, especially if they want to have an academic career, to do a PhD after their master's program. And then having a publication will really leverage your chances, not only here, but everywhere else. And then we have also the graduate certificate program. And the graduate certificate program is basically a 1-year program. And this is to cater those students or those prospective students who don't have the minimum required GPA, but have in the meantime built up experience in the industry. It is so someone who got like in 2008 a GPA of 2.6, the minimum requirement is 3. Why do we keep punishing that person if that person has already built up vast industry experience? So it's to cater those kind of profiles. Sure. So this contains 3 core courses and 3 prescribed electives. If they are very successful in this, then they can transfer the credits earned here to the master program in the next year. So what are our research areas? So as Prof. Iskandar has said, we have really a diverse set of profiles in our program. So some are specialized in banking. Prof. Iskandar himself is specialized in finance. We have Professor of Economics, Social Finance, Sustainable Finance, FinTech, and Prof. Abdulazim in Sharia and others. But that is actually the umbrella, right? So that's why we didn't mention it here, Prof. And then so some thesis examples. So I will not go over all of them, but what we want to emphasize here is we are quite contemporary. Islamic finance is probably the most contemporary discipline of Islamic studies, and we have to be. We have to be in line with the time that we are in. And then there are many activities for our students. Now, Asma is not here, right? Yes. So she is now busy with Dr. Dalal Oman's CFA competition. So there are many events that we are organizing for our students. We are also organizing lots of seminars and conferences. And beyond this is like a program. These are like program-specific organizations for our students. Can you imagine in the ecosystem of QF, there are many more student activities. And then, so what makes our program quite unique? The low student-to-faculty ratio. So that is very unique. So our students get a higher individualized attention, meaning enhanced mentorship opportunities. There are many collaborative research opportunities, students, professors, among students. There is, I think, a very good sense of community, not like only among the students, among the professors, but really like it's intermingled, and this gives like we are giving the feeling of, or we are having the feeling of being a family. And then I believe that students are quite satisfied once they have enrolled in our program. And of course, what are the employment opportunities? You have Islamic banks, Islamic investment management, Islamic insurance, Sharia compliance and advisory, academia, research, and regulatory bodies. I think that was the last slide, and now I will give the floor to Prof. Shirazi.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Naseem Shirazi. I am the program coordinator. I'm here for the last 6 years, as introduced by Dr. Iskandar. So we worked together in Malaysia, Dr. Iskandar and Dr. Abdulazim as well. He was in Malaysia. And I also worked in industry, IDB, that's a prestigious OIC institute. And especially one of the fields, Islamic social finance. So I worked there on Islamic social finance, prepared annual reports, 4 reports rather. And that gives me the opportunity to be specialized in the particular area as well. My specialization, primary specialization is development economics and the macroeconomics.
There's a video.
Okay, after video I'll go.
There is a program video.
The Doctor of Philosophy in Islamic Finance at the College of Islamic Studies in Hamad bin Khalifa University is an exceptional academic pursuit that delves deep into the intricacies of Islamic finance theory and practice. In this program, the students engage in cutting-edge research, contribute to the field's knowledge base, and shape the future of Islamic finance.
In an ever-changing world where conventional financial systems have faced significant challenges, our program offers a unique perspective to confront such challenges. Through rigorous academic research and innovative approaches, we equipped our students with knowledge and skills to navigate complex economic landscapes while adhering to the principles of Islamic finance.
My teaching philosophy centers on creating a supportive and collaborative learning environment that encourages active participation and engagement. Our Islamic finance program offers a range of courses from Islamic banking and finance to Sharia-compliant investment strategies and risk management. I believe that my students should not only learn the principles of Islamic banking and finance, but also be equipped with practical skills that will help them thrive in their careers.
The program also provides access to extensive resources, including specialized libraries, research centers, and databases, ensuring that students have the necessary tools to pursue their research interests effectively. Are you prepared to embark on an enlightening and transformative academic journey in the realm of Islamic finance? Join us and unlock your potential in this rewarding field. To delve deeper into the intricacies of our PhD in Islamic finance program, visit our website and take the first step towards a promising future today.
Okay, thank you for watching this video. Okay, PhD program, last week we also presented these few slides, and we are repeating again. This is a hybrid program, and we combine the traditional economics, traditional finance with Islamic finance. And the medium of instruction is English. The program is 60 credit hours. And we have 5 courses, core courses, 12 credit hours. One course, applied econometrics, is 0 credit hours, but compulsory. And then we have 2 elective courses of 6 credit hours. You can select these 2 courses out of the available list of optional courses, or one of the course you can select from other PhD courses across the different departments. You can finish your coursework in 1 year or 3 semesters, because we offer 3 courses per semester, but you can take one optional course from other programs and you can finish in 1 year. That's a 2 semesters. Our one student is taking one course from the PhD engineering program, so he is finishing his coursework in 2 semesters. After completing your coursework, we have a comprehensive exam, and that is in 3rd semester. And after the comprehensive exams, if you passed, we give you the 2 chances. And if you pass, so then after that, you will work closely with your supervisor. Your supervisor will be allotted to you, depending on your topic, the title, and the details. And then you will be working very closely with your supervisors. But one important thing and very good thing in the department is that you can discuss your contents, everything with any one of the professors. And just like Dr. Mustafa just said earlier, that we are like a family. So we are very closely in touch with our students. And after that, if you are ready, so you can write your, you defend your proposal. And after defending your proposal, you have the candidacy of the PhD program. And you can defend your proposal 120 days before finalizing your thesis, or even any time in the fourth semester, or whenever you are ready after your comprehensive exam. This is a research area already presented by Dr. Mustafa. No need to give you this again. Our students are writing PhD thesis in the different areas. These are some of the titles you can see in these slides, already written by our PhD students who already graduated. And you can see this is a hybrid, like multidisciplinary titles in the topics. And some more are there. So far, our 9 students, they have graduated. 2 have defended their thesis the last month, in last 2 months. And within this semester, 3 or 4 more will be defending their thesis. Our students are also involved in activities, different academic activities. We encourage our students to participate in the conferences, seminars, and just to present their papers, listen to others, get comments on their their papers, and improve their papers. When you come to you get the admission in the first semester, whoever the teacher will be teaching to you, we just give the opportunity to the students to write their term paper, and it is a win-win situation. We ask the student that this term paper should become as a chapter, one of the chapter of your thesis. So you are basically hitting, writes 2 birds with 1 arrow. That is, you are completing your term paper, and also that become as a part of your research later on. So nothing will be wasted. And the other thing is, most of our professors, we are in the student research colloquiums. We held 2 such events with the cooperation of one of the Indonesian university. So but we stop here, and now so now we open the floor.
No. So, Prof. Iskandar already introduced us a little bit, but let me summarize it. So we are 7 faculty members, and we are all different, which makes us complementary. So we have 2 faculty members globally ranked, the 5th and 6th in terms of impact and Islamic banking research globally. So our faculty members are renowned academics, and not only in Islamic finance, they are even known beyond that. So even from the conventional literature, some of our colleagues are very well known. Our faculty members are board members of several highly reputable journals. And we are not only involved in academic research, but we are also doing like consultancy for central banks, regulatory bodies, fintech organizations, and policymakers. These are the faculty profiles. I think you already know us a little bit. So Dr. Iskandar introduced us briefly. He did that very well. And what we have is the admission requirements. You are probably aware of this. The GPA of minimum 3 is always applicable. And then someone who has a background in economics, business, finance, accounting, Sharia, or a related field, and IELTS score should be 6.5 or TOEFL score 79, unless you can prove that you have a degree in English. So the admission deadline is March 14 for resident and Qatari applicants. For the international batch, the deadline was end of January. For the master's program, the same. Now the bachelor degree, minimum GPA should be 3. Again, the same conditions, March 14th for Qatari and resident applicants, while the international applicants, their deadline was end of January. The graduate certificate program, as I said, here we relax the conditions of the GPA. but we look at whether they have built in the meantime some experience. So again, but the IELTS score of 6.5 or an equivalent of a degree in English, then we can go ahead with that as well. Again, March 14, deadline for Qatari and resident applicants. That was it. Another thing about the graduate certificate program in terms of scholarships, here for the graduate certificate program, the scholarships are not really applicable. It might be, but don't count on it as whether you are enrolled for a master's degree program. This is what the college says is following. This is for accommodating students. Normally, they should not get a scholarship. And because there is no scholarship, this is also less applicable for international applicants because it will be otherwise very costly for them. Coming here, accommodation, enrollment fees. So it's to cater local applicants. And then it's up to you. Whether you have questions, then inshallah we will try our best as faculty to answer your queries. So if you have questions, please introduce yourself first, in what program you apply or you want to apply, and then we'll take it from there. Who are you? She's our student, or former student, alumni. Yes, go ahead.
What is like a main thing? For a PhD candidate to be approved, like what's a strong thing that the profile of
Okay. We are interested to take the student because it's a very competitive program. We're interested to take the student who already have a certain knowledge of research. Some publications are there in a decent Scopus journal, so we prefer that student.
some publication is how many?
We compare, for example, if one student has 3, other has 2, so we will take necessarily the one who has 3. Yeah, quality, of course. Yeah.
What Prof. Nassim is told, the PhD program is quite competitive. So we are quite fair in this. Because why is it competitive? Because it requires lots of commitment from the professors. So we don't want to have high number of PhD students in our program because it would not be fair towards the students because they deserve the best supervision. Yes. You can use the mic, and if you can introduce yourself.
I am Abdul Rashid Mahmoud from Nigeria. I am applying for the MSc program. My question is, I was trying to apply, but I can't find Sharia from the choices given in the website.
So it was you that emailed me, right? I don't understand what you mean by Sharia on itself because it's an Islamic finance program.
Yes,
what do you mean by Sharia? Why do you want to have a Sharia option there? This is an Islamic finance program.
I graduated from Muhammad Islamic University, Muhammad bin Saud from Riyadh.
Okay.
So from Sharia, so I have a Sharia certificate.
Okay.
So a degree in Sharia.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to apply, but I only find Islamic studies. Islamic studies.
But do you want to study Islamic finance or Islamic studies?
No, Islamic finance.
Okay, but Islamic finance, the program is this, right?
Yes.
As I showed it to you. This is the program. I don't know what you...
Yes, Sharia.
Maybe he means the
Is
background.
yeah.
do you mean the background?
Yes.
What do you mean by
No,
because normally,
Sharia is listed among the required field.
Is it as an admission requirement?
Yes, admission
Yeah.
requirement. No admission requirement. That a student of Islamic studies, student of Sharia, student of economics can apply for the
Yes,
MSc program.
yes, they can apply, definitely.
Yes, but doing the application, I need to choose whether Islamic studies or Sharia.
But Islamic studies is Sharia, right? You can see it as that.
Oh, okay, that's my question.
Yeah, you can see it. Because when you emailed me, I didn't understand you. So that's why I forwarded your email to our brother Muhammad Umar. I don't know whether he answered you. He didn't.
But the answer is yes.
Yes, you can definitely apply.
Thank you.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Aziz and I'm recently graduated from Qatar University from Finance program and I'm planning inshallah to apply for the MSc in Islamic Finance. So my question is about the processing time of the application. So how long does it take from March 14th?
Have you applied already? Not yet, right? You have.
I applied.
You have applied?
All papers.
No, the thing is the following. So the university works on a two-step base scheme, meaning your application gets first screened by the university beyond us. So it's the central admissions. So they are first screening all the applications, and apparently this year there are a huge number of applications at the university level. So it can be with a delay. That's not on us, it's at the university level. Once it reaches our system from them, then we are quite fast. But I cannot put any date on when we will get it from them. Just count on a couple of weeks, 5-6 weeks maximum. Sure.
Thank you.
Apologies. So we interview all the shortlisted candidates, whether they are for the PhD or for the master, because we want to have this feeling with the student. So we interview all of them. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'm Salman Mani. I'm from Pakistan. I've done MBA, total 18 years of education, along with 12 years of marketing experience. I want to apply in PhD in Islamic finance and economy to make some positive impact in the Pakistani economy. But since I don't have any research papers written yet, so would that be a right program to go for? Because
so from where did you get your MBA?
From Pakistan. I did MBA from Pakistan.
Which institute?
Institute of Business Management. That's one of the leading business schools in Pakistan.
So you are resident here?
Yes.
Yeah, of course you can apply. Have you already applied? Are you in the?
I'm actually I've halfway filled the form, but since you just said that the research paper is actually
He said that because he's. It all depends on the competitive process, right? So there are two pools. One is the international pool, but you don't compare yourself with the international pool, to be honest with you, because the international pool is much more competitive. So there are a very limited number of scholarships, although it's a full scholarship, it's very limited compared with the number of applicants. It's less than 1% acceptance. So the flexibility towards local students is higher in the PhD process because they are partly self-funding. And then it depends rather on the competitive process. How many applicants are there in the local pool
and
the profiles on which we cannot make any assessment at this stage.
One more question. You said that in this whole program there will be like 18 credit hours for the coursework and 42 credit hours for the research work. Usually it's 28 to 32. So how is the breakup? Could you share this? So what is the breakup of these 42 credit hours?
Basically, 18 credit hours is the coursework and the 42 is the research work. So it's a heavily research-focused program, right? So that you can complete your coursework in 2 semesters or 3 semesters, and the rest you have to work on your research paper. So it's a thesis. Normally, it is based on your papers. At least you have to publish 3 papers during this time period, and those 3 papers will be your chapters of your thesis. So this is how we encourage our students to write a thesis.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Saud Manu. I'm from Pakistan. I'm resident here and I'm working in Qatar Islamic Bank from last 10 years in trading department.
Perfect.
Question is, I was applying, I was filling the form. Obviously for the masters, I attached the transcript, but then it says for the graduation. Issue is, I have 2 graduations, like actuarial science and computer science. On top of that, I did after my masters, I've done diploma in Islamic banking and finance.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no space to attach more documents. Like, how can I, or even I cannot type anything, or I cannot write anything. So, how can I attach the transcripts?
If that's not possible, write it in your CV. We will read it. Write it in your CV. We'll see it there, inshallah. Yes.
Hi, my name is Nafal Hajri, and I would like to ask about the PhD program. From your experience, how did you see people who are working and doing the PhD program, how it was for them? And did they take longer time, like longer years to do it than people who are not like working? Because this is what I'm planning to do. I'm a teaching assistant at community college. I teach finance, and I would like to pursue my PhD. So, I would like to ask you.
Yes, you can register yourself in PhD if you are taken. It is an easy program in a sense that time management is easier. Our classes are in the evening from 4 to 7, and you can easily take it. And the time periods for completing the degree is from 4 to 6 years. So if you can complete it in even 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, up to 6 years, our experience is that the local students, they complete it in 5 years. But international students, they have to complete it within 4 years. So they do it.
No other questions? No. Who is applying for the master program? Who is interested in applying for the master program? Okay. So I cannot. So a couple, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So Prof. Nasim, your program is more.
PhD.
This is more.
Let's see.
So we have also our lovely colleagues. If you want to have any
Ask
questions, please go ahead, and then we can. So we have our lovely colleagues here. If you have questions to them, you can go ahead. Otherwise, we will inshallah end the session. But don't forget one thing: after the session, there is this catering. So please indulge yourself.
Sorry, Faraz Wakal. I have an overall sort of question from the institution since all of you are here. So I'm interested primarily in the PhD program, and I wanted to find out because Qatar is in quite a unique position. They kind of punch above their weight globally. So from this, the mission of HKBU, and especially in the Islamic finance and economy section, are you guys doing sort of once you've kind of encouraged your masters and your PhD students to focus on certain research areas, so you form like a group of global alumni who's working on projects for development economics or kind of, especially the problems being faced across the Muslim world economies in terms of development. Is there something like that that's already in place?
Look, my advice to any student in the PhD program is the following: invest in your comparative advantage. So what does that mean? So what is your profile? What is your background?
Sorry. So I've done my master's in business administration, and I've also been working in the area of Islamic banking and partnerships and marketing. I'm currently resident in Qatar, and I'm working for Vodafone Qatar in partnerships and marketing.
So in your case, I wouldn't suggest to do anything that is, for example, or I would, let me rephrase it, I would more invest in Islamic banking research, or you can do even something that is related with your current job, marketing perspective, because there is really less research on marketing research in this area. Would be really nice. So we definitely would not encourage any of our students to do something that is not in their field of interest. So we are quite flexible in that. If a student is interested in a line of research that our professors are committed with, then that's fine. If not, we are still encouraging, in any case, our students to do research in the area that they are the most interested in. We don't want to impose anything, to be honest. It's a PhD program. It's a long process. There are publication requirements, and we believe that if a student is interested in any topic, then the student will perform the best.
Can I add something?
Yes.
I think to answer your question, is you're more interested in knowing how do we make impact, right, through our network. It all depends on the students. I think we have various profiles of students. So we have students who are full-time students. Their intention is to continue to academia. So we support them in that journey, as Dr. Mustafa mentioned. And in this case, they need to have strong research skills, publications, etc. If there are students who are already in the industry, so their aim is to either go do a career conversion in the Islamic financial industry, or simply be promoted to senior positions, etc. So the PhD also support them, so they will focus on other skills, including of course research, that will support them achieve that objective. And some of them would work on issues related to their institutions or the area they want to actually pursue a career in. So the impact will really come from the student and how ambitious you are. So what do you want to achieve? So our role here is not to decide on that future, but to support you in achieving your goals. So we provide you with the necessary environment, with the opportunities for you to access good, research, to equip yourself with good research skills, to access people from the industry. I think we have so many events here, but how students grab these opportunities, it depends on each student. Some are very ambitious and they ended up in very good positions in the industry or even in academia, pursuing even PhDs from our MSc program in educational institutions, and we have seen an example from Cambridge. But others end up having it as an additional skill. So it is really you actually decide on the future of after the PhD or after the master.
Thank you, Dr. Yes. Where are you from?
Tunis.
Tunis, yes. We have Aglas, he's from Algeria, Jazair.
Next year. Our names.
Yeah, because you look a bit similar, like that's why I asked. A bit, yes.
So, my question is about research collaboration. For example, I have my professor from Qatar University, he teaches Islamic finance. If somehow we agree to do research together, whether master's or PhD, is that allowed? Or?
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we are very flexible in that.
Yes, no problem.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Which professor?
Dr. Yusuf Mouch.
I know. So, extend my greetings to Professor. Extend my greetings.
Inshallah.
I think I think we can conclude the session, inshallah. So as said earlier, there is drinks, there are food, all for you. Thank you. Shukran.
Thank you.